Hey, it's Mike and Renee Friedrich with the Friedrich Team here at eXp Realty, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today's question is...
Should I base my next move on what's being said in the media?
And that's a front-loaded question.
100%.
And I don't think you should, because the news, in my opinion, is always behind.
Being in the industry and seeing the data that we do, it does always feel like the news is anywhere from 2 to 3, sometimes even 6 months behind with what they're reporting. And let's face it, like, bad news sells. So they're always trying to look for the headline of, oh my gosh, interest rates are increasing. Oh my gosh, home prices are going to fall. First of all, in the greater Sacramento area, we have not seen home prices fall since the interest rates did start to creep up. And they went up pretty fast and pretty high really quickly. So we are talking about still record low interest rates. If you look at the historical perspective, we're still under 5 in most cases. Mm-hmm. When we bought our first house, right, it was in 2000, and you know the numbers better than I do.
Yeah, so we had 5% down, like most first-time home buyers. We were cash poor, right? So we just scrambled enough money. So that means if you want a decent interest rate, you had to have 2 loans, right?
Yes.
And so our first loan was 8.75%. And our second loan was 12.25%.
With a crazy prepayment penalty. So
and the balloon payment at the end.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane. We only owned that house for 2 years, though, so it really didn't matter. We actually kept it for 2 years just to avoid the prepayment penalty. That's how crazy our loan was. So loans today are definitely more favorable for buyers and sellers, really, and under 5% most of the time. So it's still... the news just sells bad news. That's what they do.
Exactly. Yeah. So what you should do, to circle back, right? Yeah. Don't listen to the news. Look at your personal situation. Mm-hmm. Figure out if it makes sense to pay the landlord's mortgage or if you should pay on your own mortgage. I talked to my brother, I think for 5 years, and tried to explain to him, if you buy a house, the one thing you will do is you lock in your payment.
Right.
Your rent payment, if you want, right? And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Rents go up every month, every year. Maybe they go up every month.
I think there's laws against
illegal.
That. So.
But for sure they go up every year. And at the end of the day, whether you want to buy a house or not, I think for most people, it's payment driven.
Right.
Right.
Yes, definitely. So. And we might see some softening in pricing. Like I said, we haven't seen that yet. We are seeing a little bit fewer offers on our listings than we did, say 6 months ago. But it's still very, very, very much, that seller's market. However, we're starting to get into what feels like a little bit more of a normal market, so more even. And a lot of our clients are actually move up or move down buyers. We have a lot of contingent buyers and sellers. And because things are payment driven, we actually have a client that's buying and selling right now, and they're getting into a little bit bigger house. They've got a lot more land. They're moving a little further out in order to accomplish that, but their mortgage is actually going to, I think, go down even because they have so much equity in their current house that they're able to plop that down on the new house. So, depending on your circumstances, again, it's so individualized. You've got to look at what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish with the move, and then decide is now the right time versus listening to the media that's going to tell you that the sky is falling every chance they get.
Right. That is great advice. So, bottom line, if you're thinking about moving, or even just entertaining the idea of does it make sense, does it not make sense, give us a call. We'll walk you through the different options, financing. One other thing I want to talk about real quick is, on average, people used to stay in their first house, if it's a first-time home buyer, between 5 and 7 years. Now it's more like 7 to 10 years. Yep. So to get your mortgage, your payment down, you can still get a decent interest rate if you don't go for a 30-year mortgage.
Well, it's still a 30-year mortgage, but it's an adjustable rate on the front end. So you can do
fixed,
a 10-year adjustable rate mortgage, and usually that'll save anywhere from a half to a full point on your interest rate. So there's lots of different strategies that we can employ for you that can help you get into the home that you want at the payment that you want.
Exactly. So give us a call, and we love to discuss your options, right?
Yeah, we love those strategy sessions. They're super fun, no obligation. It's just always fun to catch up with past clients and friends. So call us.
Thank you so much, and thanks for tuning in.
Bye-bye.